Hi guys, what day is it today? It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. I'm finally back amongst the living, which is a blessing. We have been so sick here for a solid 2 weeks now, and I'm finally coming out on the other side, feeling somewhat normal. But let me tell you, it took time. I even went to the doctor today because I feel like it shouldn't take this long. Okay, so step one in feeling like myself again is a little bit of makeup, quite honestly. So I did hair masks, I did face masks today. I'm feeling productive. I did laundry, I made beds. This is like who I am as a person. I have to do these things in order to feel like I'm accomplishing anything. So now we're gonna do makeup. Hi, Angeline. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is start with makeup primer. All of the products I'm using are Arbonne. They're all gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, vegan, non-GMO, hypoallergenic, all of the things. This is a great primer. You can see how nice and thick and creamy it is. You just need one squirt. Don't go overboard. And you're going to rub it into your face just like you would a day cream. Super silky. And you just want to rub that product right into the skin, just like a day cream. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Diane. And I put it right on my eyelids. I put it over my lips, the whole 9 yards. All right, perfect. Hi, Nicole. All right, so everything I'm going to be using today comes in the 18-piece makeup kit. So if you have questions on anything, obviously don't need to buy the entire 18-piece. You can get everything a la carte. But if there's any products or you're looking to be color matched for anything, just let me know and I'd be happy to help you get started. As with all makeup primer, you're just going to want it to sit on your face for a couple of minutes. Hi, Jackie. How are you? You're just going to want that primer to sit on your face for a few minutes and just kind of acclimate to your skin so that we're applying your makeup on top of the primer as opposed to blending it into the primer. And I'm just going to take and pin my hair back really quick so I don't blend that into there. Hi, Laura. And I'm trying to stay hydrated, which is usually difficult for me. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so because the name of the game is everything is dry, my throat is dry, my hair is dry, my life is dry, my skin is dry, we are going to go and use 2 products today. So the first one I'm going to use is CC cream, and I'm just going to blend a little bit of our full coverage foundation into that. So in the CC cream, I'm actually using the shade medium, and then in the foundation, I'm using soft blush. What I like about this combo is that my skin gets a really necessary day-long drink. Plus, I'm getting glow and radiance from that CC cream, and then I'm getting the full coverage benefit from using the foundation. So you don't need a ton of product. I'm just going to put a little bit. That's it for CC cream. And then I'm going to put a little bit of like a half a pump, maybe even less than a half a pump of that soft blush right on top of it. And I'm just going to blend that together with my finger on the back side of my hand. And we're going to blend it into our face. Now, the first thing that I do is sort of just kind of place it on my skin where I want it to go. And then I'm going to use a nice clean Eco Tool sponge to blend it in the rest of the way. I used an amazing Amika hair mask on my hair today, and it's feeling so much better than it has been. Sometimes you just need to mask. Mask all the things. All right, so that was just the perfect amount. So I did not use, you don't need a ton of makeup to go in and make a splash. I always say start with a little and move towards adding a little bit more if you feel like you need it. But I can't stand wasting product. So what I'm going to do is just take that round side of the Eco Tool sponge and blend that right in by just kind of pressing it into my skin. You can already see that my skin looks very glowy and dewy, and that is the benefit of using the CC cream that has a ton of moisture in it. You get that nice glow. And by not over applying product, you're still going to be able to see your skin through it. CC stands for complexion corrector. So you're going to get a nice blend of coverage while not losing your real, like, what makes you you. That's one of the things that I hate most about makeup, honestly, is that when you put it on, I hate that like gray matte look, to be honest with you. I've always preferred a more natural kind of look, and that's why I love CC cream blended with just about anything, is that it continues to give you that natural glow. And when I use the medium, it gives me like a little bit of a tan, which this time of year I think we all need, but especially me. Okay, so we're gonna go in now with this is our Arbonne, what do we call it? The Real Concealer, Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. This is the lightest shade that we carry. And I use this, now I do have a blemish right here that I'm actually gonna cover up, but generally I use concealer more to highlight and brighten, and as part of like my highlight contour step than I do as an actual concealer to hide things. But this works amazingly well on your under eye to brighten any dark circles, but also just to kind of give you that lift. Hi, Kristen. On your under eyes, which the highlight and contour, if you've never done it before, give it a go. It's really not difficult. People make it more difficult than it actually is by being like, oh, don't go too high up and don't go too low down and don't cross over this area. It's really not complicated. People just try to make it complicated. So all the areas that I'm highlighting with this are the areas that I want to come forward visually. And then when we put the bronzer on, those are the areas that we're going to want to sort of like fade to the background. And again, I only dipped in here once. That's how much product comes out when you do this. You don't need to go in and apply any more than just that one little stickful. And the higher up you go, the more of like a reach you're going to get on there. It just brings that whole eye area up. All right, so same Eco Tool sponge. We're just going to take the short flat side of it and lightly blend it in. Just going back and forth, pressing very gently. You're going to notice that it just sort of blends very effortlessly into that CC Cream foundation blend. And just that little brightness. That's why I always tell people, don't get concerned if you get your foundation on and it feels a little bit dark on you, because when you do the highlight step, it's going to brighten it up enough where the rest of your skin just looks very healthy. I mean, obviously you can still go way too dark on foundation. And I don't ever recommend going too dark, but you can definitely cheat the system a little bit by adding a highlighter. Hi, Dolly. Okay, pressing that in. Hi, Charles. And yes, I still sound like a boy. I haven't fully cooked. I haven't fully shaken the old chest cold that this whole thing turned into, but I don't have pneumonia like Chase, and we're just like slowly creeping towards being on the mend. Pressing, and we're good. All right, so the next step is we're going to go in with our Setting Pretty setting powder. Now, I love this stuff for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it helps set your makeup in place all day long so that it doesn't move. But number two, it's got a little bit of a glow in it. And what I think is great about that is it makes your skin look incredibly healthy without adding pigment to it. So Setting Pretty setting powder, translucent, gorgeous powder. It's got a little bit, I would say, of a like pinkish sheen as opposed to being pure white. But it just blends into your skin beautifully, and you can layer it on top of any color without changing that color. I prefer to apply it with a brush so that I don't over apply. And I just kind of press it in. But that subtle sheen, which you can definitely tell in here that it's got a subtle sheen, is great for making your skin glow. Sometimes people don't like setting powder because they feel that it mattifies their face too much. Okay, perfect. I don't like to waste any of it. Like, I get so upset when there's all this stuff on my desk. I'm like, but wait, you're a gem. Don't leave me. Okay, let's go in with a little bit of bronzer. Where's my bronzer? Okay, so Arbonne Bronzer. Now again, all of these products are in the 18-piece makeup kit. Plus some. There's that old cough. Okay, this is our bronzer. It comes in one shade, but honestly, I think that the shade is pretty perfect because it's a nice medium bronze without being warm. I personally don't like a lot of warmth in bronzers because it makes me look orange. So I tend to prefer these, which go on and look incredibly natural. And I only start with one swipe in. You can always go in and add more later, but I feel like better to start small than wish you had taken a little bit less. So you're just going to want to feel on your cheek for the top of your ear and that little hollow in your cheek, and then blend down towards the corner of your mouth. And that's the perfect hollow of your cheek. Just like that. All right, we're going to do the forehead. Sort of bring a little warmth to those temples. Down the sides of our nose. And this is all with bronzer, which of course you can go in with a pressed powder if you prefer going in like a little bit deeper and darker in color. We can definitely get you set up with a pressed powder. But the bronzer is amazing. And jawline. I feel like the jawline is one of the ones that most people miss because it's not quite as obvious as like your cheeks, your forehead, your nose, and that kind of thing. But what a huge difference it makes in just kind of chiseling out your face. Especially when you're wearing like lighter colors. I feel like my jaw definitely needs a little bit more structure. All right, good. You can always add more bronzer later if you feel like you need it, but I'm trying not to go overboard. Okay, so now we're going to use blush in the shade Blossom, which is just the prettiest flush shade for your cheeks. This gorgeous color right here. Look at that, just like perfect, perfect rosy little pink. And I'm going to go super neutral today on all the colors because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. So I picked out this gorgeous red color, which is called Cardinal. It's our gloss in Cardinal, and I just figured it'd be fun for Valentine's. I love red lips. All right, so let's go in with eyeshadow. All right, so this is our eyeshadow palette. Also, like I said, comes in the 18-piece kit. Hi, Peg. Hi, Stephanie. This is the palette 1. We have 2 different volumes, but palette 1 is more of all the neutrals. Palette 2 has a little bit more of like blues and purples and things like that in it. But this is what I got to get me started just because I feel like these are typically the colors that I wear anyway. So we're just going to go with a very neutral eye. And I'm going to go in with the shade Clove right here, which is like a brownish orange. And we're just going to blend that onto our crease of our eye and just give it a little extra depth and dimension. I think I might even do a winged liner today, since we're gonna go neutral. That's kind of one of my favorite things about this makeup, is that no matter what shade you pick, you're still gonna look like yourself. That was one of the things that I felt like I kind of lost along my previous journey, was that I didn't always feel like at the end of the day I looked or felt like myself, and that started to irritate me. And I gotta say that no matter how I apply things, no matter how dark I go with this, I still feel like I'm me at the end of it. I'm just taking a little bit of that clove, that same shade that I blended into my lid, and I'm just kind of lining my lower lash line with it. Okay. Oh, I'm not done with this. What am I doing? All right, so let's take the shade Desert right here, which is this really pretty sort of like metallic gold, and I'm just going to press it on the inside corner of my eye and just give it a little bit of a natural highlight. So again, you don't need any fancy tools, just your finger, and just kind of press it in. I'm going to grab a liner though, because why not? We'll do that. All right, so let's do brows before I move on to lining and mascara and all that kind of stuff. So you get to do 2 brow products with your 18-piece makeup kit. So you get a brow gel and then you get a brow pencil. So I'm going to take the brow pencil in medium. Actually, I'm going to take the light one. This is the light pencil. It's got a spoolie on the end, pencil on the other end, and it's retractable, so super easy to use. And I'm just going to draw the bottom and top lines of my brow in and just kind of fill them out a little bit without looking fake and scary and all those things that a lot of people shy away from doing their brows because of. It's literally impossible to go overboard with this. One of my favorite things. Okay, just kind of follow that natural crease of your brow. And basically what I try to do is just build up that arch and tail of my brow a little bit more, because that is typically where it gets a little bit weak for me. So that's why I go on with that. And I am going to take the extra step of going in with the dark pencil and just lining the underside. These brow pencils are so silky. Perfect. All right, so brow gel. Super easy to use. What I love about this is when you apply it, you basically get your brows to look fuller simply by placing them in the right areas. So if you ever look on Pinterest at like models and things like that for close-up, especially close-up photos, you're going to notice that their brows are kind of like manicured upwards to look fuller. And that's why I love this brow gel. It allows you to do that without looking fake. Hi, Tara. Okay, so we're good with that. All right, so I have a liquid liner here, and this is in the shade Arbor, which is like this really pretty dark chocolate brown. And I'm just going to do a quick, simple, thin line on my lash line. Now, one of the things I do want to remind you, everything is hypoallergenic. Nothing is tested on animals. super sensitive eyes, this is a great makeup line for you. Personally, I have incredibly sensitive eyes and I can't use a lot of different things on them because they make my eyes tear or they make them really red and irritable. That's the benefit of this, is that I don't have any of those weird sort of secondary reactions. Speaks Volume Mascara, beyond beautiful. Also comes in the 18-piece makeup kit. I always do 2 coats of this on my lashes. It separates beautifully and it makes your lashes look really long. We also have a couple of products right now that are on super sale for Valentine's Day, and our other lash product is one of them, and it's a good one. So right now you get that for 50% off. And when you're a preferred customer, you always get everything on the website for 20 to 40% off. Okay. I can't wait to use this new lip gloss. All right, so 1 coat, I always go through with a 2nd coat because I feel like it just adds a little bit of extra drama, and I always hit right there and then have to dial it back. It's okay. Okay. Okay, and I'm just going to take what I have left over on the wand and do my lower lash line with it. This mascara, I have to say, literally the best mascara for doing your lower lashes, because the wand is so precise with where it gets it that you can't build those gross, weird tarantula lashes that I'm constantly afraid of. You know, the ones where they just look so out of place because the mascara is on super thick. I personally can't handle those. It's a hard no for me. All right. Oh, I just feel so much more like myself with makeup on. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. All right, now because I got mascara right here, we're just gonna blend that out a little bit better. All right, so for lips, I'm actually going to use a eye pencil in the shade Willow because I wanted a super neutral lip liner. I didn't want to do super red. So this is Willow. I got this with the 18-piece makeup kit, and it's kind of like a soft brown, very pretty, very easy to wear. What did I say the shade was? This is not Willow, it's Morel, like a mushroom. Okay. Hi, Dina. All right, so that's the shade Morel, which is actually an eyeliner, but I wanted that neutral brown. I didn't want to go in with a color. So we're going to use this gorgeous shade right here called Cardinal. Gorgeous lip gloss. And for Valentine's Day, I figured we had to go red. And I blend it right into that liner. It's so silky. And you can see that I didn't even go in for a second swipe of this. Just one is plenty. And I'm just kind of working it back and forth so that I can blend it into that liner. As much as I like a lined lip, I don't like to see that differentiation where it looks really fake. Perfect. All right, so at this point I usually go back and forth and just make sure that everything I put on is blended out well so that we don't have that weird, like, is that blended or is that poorly blended? All right, so I am going to use two products now that do not come in the kit. One of them is our Starlight Glow palette, so this would be in addition to the kit. So what's great about this is it's got blushes, bronzers, and highlighters in here. This palette will last you forever. But I did just want to add a little bit of this Stardust, this shade right here, as a highlight right here on my cheekbone. And just blend it in. You can see how it just gives that face a little bit of extra glow. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of that right on my fingertip and pop it right on the top of my lip. This is sort of a Jaclyn Hill hack. If you've ever watched Jaclyn Hill do her makeup, she adds a little highlighter right to the inside center of her lip, and it just sets it off. One of my favorite little hacks. Okay, and the other thing that I'm going to add that is not part of the kit is the Let It Set finishing spray. This stuff is so amazing. And it smells like peppermint. It's super refreshing. Mom. Yes, sir. I'm hungry. You're hungry? Could I make you something? Yeah. Okay, I'll be right down to do that. Well, can I have one snack and then... Can you have what? One snack. What are you thinking for a snack? Fruit snack. Okay, you can have a fruit snack. I'll be right down. What I also love about that finishing spray is it doesn't make your face like super wet. It just freshens it up so that you can go in and add makeup without it looking like you have to wait for it to dry type of a thing. All right, so that is our toxic-free, totally vegan, soy-free, dairy-free, all the frees makeup for today. Gorgeous red lip, sort of like a pinky red for Halloween, for Valentine's Day. Like I said, the 18-piece makeup kit is so perfect, especially if you're just looking to start your makeup collection over. If you're just kind of getting rid of old products, or you're looking to sort of start like a cleaner version of your makeup, it's a perfect kit right now. That order would get you a free gift, free shipping, and a free year preferred customer membership. There's no auto ships, nothing like that. But it gets you 20 to 40% off of the website for anything skincare, makeup, nutrition related, body care, baby care, all of that kind of stuff. So I will go ahead and I will take an after selfie, and then you can kind of shop along with the look. I'll also list all the products that I use. That way, if you guys have any questions, if you need to be color matched, just ask me. We also have two amazing skincare sets that are on sale this month, the RE9 and what's the other one that's on sale? The Biohydria. So if you've got super dry skin, the Biohydria is amazing. I actually have been using the Biohydria Day Cream, and it just melts into your skin so beautifully, and you instantly feel like your face just got juiced up. Amazing. All right, so deal is I should be back on Saturday as long as we don't take a backslide into Sickville again. And I love you guys. If you have any questions, tomorrow is also the last day to get the Rose Champagne Fizz Sticks and the Marble Cake protein. After tomorrow, they're not going to be available. So we do have them in a really great bundle that's on sale. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I can get you hooked up on that one. Otherwise, thank you guys. I love you, and I will see you back here on Saturday. Bye.